Hi, my name is Mark Hundley, and I have a couple of questions for you. Have you ever found yourself struggling and wondering what life is about and where you fit within this whole process that we call living? Have you ever wondered if there's any purpose and meaning in who you are and what you do? If you're like most people, you have. I know that I felt like I had a pretty good handle on my purpose in life and where I was going and how to handle difficulties in life until about 24 years ago, January 24th, 1989, when my first wife died as a result of injuries she received in a car accident on her way to work. That left me to be the single dad of a 7-year-old daughter, and suddenly everything that I thought in life was nailed down and was purposeful and meaningful came unnailed, flew up in the air. I had no clue where I was going, what I was going to do, how I was going to do it, or what the outcome would be. I very quickly discovered that life is a struggle. And as a result of that struggle, that's a daily kind of thing, lives are shattered. I know mine certainly was. Even in the midst of all of my struggles and those shatterings that I experienced in 1989, I realized that life goes on. It doesn't stop just because my life has had a drastic change in it. And two, relationships that I have, relationships that I will continue to have, do indeed move on and move forward. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do or how I was going to make ends meet or even know what my life was going to be about. But I set about the task of creating a good life because I believed that life can be good. I really, really did. Even at the deepest part of me, after having been affected so adversely by that tragedy in my life, I believed that life could be good. As I looked around, I realized that there are people all around me who every day, day in and day out, regardless of the difficulties that they face, they create a good life. So I began to study what that was like. What was their secret? How did they do it? How did they believe? What did they think? What did they feel? How did they interact with the world? I very quickly discovered that people who were successful in creating a good life despite the issues that they faced did so by tapping into their belief system, their values, those things that created meaning in their lives. They also did so by reaching out in meaningful ways to those around them, to resources, to organizations, to people, and they found ways to create a context within which they could live. I also discovered that they reached deep down inside their own heart, their own life, their own mind, and their own resiliency to find those character traits, those internal powers that could drive them forward. On this website, Mark E. Hundley, you're going to discover the part of me that's the author, the part of me that loves to write articles and thoughts for the day, loves to write books, loves to write blog posts. You're going to read all about and have ways to find out about my writing. My writing is dedicated to helping people move purposely through life, through all the transitions that are part of it. You're also going to discover that I'm a speaker. I love to speak to groups. My wife tells me all the time that I have more words than the average woman. Forget the average man. The average woman, I have more words. And I can just probably talk the varnish off a chair if you gave me a chance. I love to speak to groups of all ages, of all sizes. I've spoken to international groups and national groups, state and regional groups. I've spoken to groups as small as 5 and as large as 5,000. I love working with people and interacting with an audience and sharing with them the realities that life can be good and that you can create a good life. You're also going to discover that I work in a consulting capacity and a coaching capacity. And I would love for you to explore those ways that I might be able to help you individually or your group create purpose and meaning through transition. Because that's what life is about, moving from point A to point B on a daily basis. So I really appreciate you dropping in my website. I hope that you'll spend a little time here and peruse the website, maybe even click some links to some of the books to see what might pique your attention or interest. And I also encourage you, if you need a group, speaker for your group, please consider contacting me. I'd be more than happy to work with you to create a program or a presentation that suits your needs. So stay a while, have fun, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.